filming in the spare bedroom right now, mostly because I need somewhere where I could set up my computer in front of me, and didn't really feel like cleaning off the table that I normally would, so screw it, here's the spare bedroom, and I found out that, hey, the lighting's actually way better in here than it is in my room anyway, so maybe I'll start filming in here more often, who knows. Anyway, so, God, I cannot believe I'm even having to make a video about this. It speaks volumes into itself that this is a real headline from a supposedly reputable source. CNBC. Most people would consider to be pretty reputable, right? Yeah, I can talk. Anyway, most people would consider it to be a reputable source. And yet, in their technology section today, I shit you not that this is a real thing. I will post a link to this article down below. Physicists assure us that we're not living in an alternate reality where Trump is president. Let that sink in. That is a real headline today. I'd expect some shit like this from a satire site like The Onion or something. No. This is a real friggin' article. Oh my god. What I find more interesting, though, if you hover over the tab you have it open in, the metadata for the title line is Alternate Realities in Trump, Mandela Effect and What CERN Does. Yeah, it kind of doesn't have the same ring to it that the actual headline does. So, it's a little deceptive. But okay, I'm gonna read you guys this article, because it just blows my mind that somebody greenlighted this. Said this was a good idea. Let's post this. I almost kind of see where Donald Trump's coming from on his whole fake news thing. I honestly thought that was bullshit before. This kind of drives home his point, not gonna lie. So, without further ado, let me read this to you, and yes, I will pause for commentary intermittently. There's a theory going around online that CERN, the European Organization for Nuclear Research, experiments have caused the world to shift into an alternate reality where Donald Trump has become president. When that's your opening line, I mean, there's so much wrong with this to begin with. Like, for real, the fact that they're trying to point the finger at CERN, of all people. Like, CERN is the place that has the Large Hadron Collider. I've been reading up on them and their work since 2007. Just saying, no, you cannot blame CERN, of all people, for why Trump is president. Couldn't be that Hillary's a terrible, corrupt person. No. Let's blame CERN and alternate realities, right? 'Cause logic. Friggin' special snowflake culture. But let's continue. Just, you know. As most people would agree, this clearly can be labeled fake news. No shit, Sherlock, and yet you made it your headline. And here's a quote. CERN's research captures the imagination of lots of people, which is why CERN has been featured in a lot of science fiction books, even movies around the world, a spokesperson for CERN told CNBC when asked about the Trump theory. These imaginative works, inspired by our scientific research, are works of fiction generated to capture the reader or viewer's sense of wonder and should not be confused with the actual scientific research. No kidding. Anyone with even 2 functioning brain cells should be able to differentiate the two, and yet, you'd be surprised how many people on social media I've seen posting about this as if it were a legitimate fact. It's kinda sad. Okay. Trump theorists cite the Mandela effect, a phenomenon that occurs when large groups of people believe something happened even though evidence shows it isn't true. Some think more of these incidents have occurred since CERN was established and suggest that its particle physics experiments are causing the world to shift into parallel universes. People are recalling the original reality, which is why there is divergent thought according to the believers. Hasn't the Mandela effect been debunked quite a few times over at this point as being bullshit? And yet they're citing this as their proof of this theory? Again, logic. Okay, so Mandela effect examples include thinking Nelson Mandela died in jail in the 1980s, mistaking Berenstein Bears for its actual name Berenstain Bears, and believing in a 1990s movie where comedian Sinbad played a genie, all of which are false. I couldn't make this shit up if I tried, guys. Like, I'll be honest. Yeah, I fell prey to the Berenstein Bears thing. I legit thought that it was Berenstein, not Berenstain, and was quite positive till I dug out my old books, and yeah, it did say Stain. I don't know why my brain thought it was EI, but apparently I wasn't the only one, so, there's that. But the Nelson Mandela dying in jail in the 80s thing? No. He died in 2013. Was aware of that when it happened, was aware before that he was still alive. I cite a Paul McCartney song for why I was even aware of his existence and read up on him in the first place, but that's why I was positive he was still alive, so just saying, if anybody's curious what song it is, it's Return to Pepperland. It's a bootleg recording, but you can find it on YouTube, hella easy, just search it. Just saying. The Sinbad movie, honestly I haven't heard about this one with the Mandela theory before, but now that I hear it, I'm like, you know what, that almost sounds correct, but I really didn't follow Sinbad's career, so I don't think I could fairly say one way or the other if I remember that being a thing or not, so whatever. Okay, we're gonna continue. In Trump's case, conspiracy theorists have cited evidence, like his quote on terrorist attacks on Sweden and assertions that Muslims were cheering in the streets after 9/11, both events which they believe stem from memories of a parallel universe Trump used to reside in. Really? A shift could also explain a rash of unprecedented outcomes in sports, like the Chicago Cubs winning their first World Series since 1908, and Donald Trump's election to the presidency, despite most polls predicting Hillary Clinton was going to win. The idea has generated several joke threads and perhaps serious threads on internet message board Reddit. Oh my god, when we're sourcing Reddit, my brain hurts. My brain literally hurts. Although, it's interesting that they cite the Trump presidency and the Cubs winning, since it's like, what else could be cited as this? Back to the Future 2 predicted it, so, it's not so crazy. Apparently somebody thought of these before they happened, but whatever. What's probably really happening is that people have lapses in memory, especially when they aren't paying close attention to details. Thank you. Fucking thank you. In any case, CERN's research isn't focused on finding a way to travel to different dimensions. No kidding, they're the ones that were researching the Higgs boson particle, not this mess. The facility brings together physicists from more than 60 countries and 600 institutions to explore the structure of the universe, including the smallest particles and making them collide at almost the speed of light, which is actually why I've researched them and looked into this, because I find that to be just infinitely fascinating, but whatever. When giving metaphors to explain CERN's research, I often compare it to geology, a CERN spokesperson explained by email. Geologists study the patterns and structures of rocks to learn about the origin and formation of the Earth. Particle physicists study the properties and behavior of subatomic particles to learn about the formation and evolution of matter in the universe. Everyone, from young children to particle physicists, learn about the world by gathering data, making observations, and experimentally testing ideas. The researchers at CERN are applying this same methodology to learn more about the smallest components of matter. And that's literally how the article ends. So, basically, CNBC totally shit the bed on this one. I don't know if it was just a slow news day. I don't know if somebody in their journalist pool was dumb enough to fall for this, and someone else was like, knock that off. At least let them know that that's bullshit if you are going to write an article about it. I don't know. I don't really know. All I do know is that that's kind of really scummy of them to even make that a headline, knowing darn well it's clickbait. It will garner clicks that will generate them revenue and just spur them on to write more scummy articles, just like this one. I'm hoping that if you're watching this, you're smart enough to know we are not in any kind of an alternate reality. This just is reality. Even if somehow, some way, we're an alternate reality, the fact that we're living in it makes it our reality. Shocker! We don't have the ability to jump back and forth between alternate parallel universes, so whatever reality we're in, guess what? It's our reality. Live with it. I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, just... If you understand anything about string theory or about quantum physics, you'll know why this whole article is so damn ridiculous to begin with, start to finish. The fact that it even got through onto as large of a website as CNBC makes the entire thing look bad, and honestly, it does give you some mistrust in the media, in the mass media. Because if even they've stooped to this level, it's kind of proof that they're all doing it nowadays, and maybe Donald Trump isn't so crazy with his whole claims of fake news. I mean, you know, this is not even the first one I've seen today that's definitively fake news. I mean, another good example is the whole Milo Yiannopoulos thing. Everything that they're jumping all over right now was taken completely out of context. If you go back and watch the interview that they cited that whole drama from, not what he was saying at all. But we're not here to debate that. We're here to debate CNBC making the claim, or at least the theory, that we're somehow in an alternate reality where Trump won. Which makes you wonder, so there's another reality where Hillary won. It's just like, oh my god, frigging special snowflakes. Shut up! She didn't win. Get over it. Try again in 4 years. I don't know what else to tell you. Oh my god. It's so dumb. On every possible level. And I'm just like, I searched this on Google News, and a lot of other news coverage has started copying the story over and obviously paraphrasing it to make it their own, but it's just like, this should not be a trending topic right now. And yet, somehow, some way, it has made it to the top of the trending topics, and I don't really know how. It is really kind of making me lose yet more faith in humanity. But let me know what you guys think of this. I personally think it's total and complete utter bullshit. If you care to disagree with me, please tell me why you disagree, because I'd be fascinated to know how you could honestly believe in this theory. But I mean, if you have some way of backing it up, please, you know, enlighten us, because I'd like to know how exactly one could possibly believe this. So, anyway, that's all I have to say here. So, as usual, if you like the video, click the like button. If you're not and you'd already... God, I can talk! If you're not and you'd like to be... Try that again! If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe, leave comments down below, and until next time, bye!